20 ships make up the Royal Fleet Auxiliary, but it's Diligence that stands out from the crowd. She was originally bought from trade to take to the Falklands, but was subsequently bought by the MOD and started her life with the RFA in 1983. Captain Trevor Isles was her navigation officer back in 1984. Nearly 30 years later, he's just coming to the end of a 6-month deployment as her captain.
The biggest change is back in 1984, I was working for a captain, and now I am the captain, and you realise that the buck stops here now, but it is probably, I've been in command of RFAs now for the last 15 years, and this is probably the most interesting, the most fun ship that you get to drive, because you never know what tomorrow may bring. Every day is different.
What's so unique about Diligence is that she's the one and only forward repair ship. So if a Royal Navy vessel is in need, she can come to their rescue. And just like with roadside assistance towing away a car, Diligence can tow away a warship into a safe haven, just as she's doing behind me. In the worst cases, Diligence can tow Royal Navy ships in trouble. But it takes several personnel to fully repair and maintain them. And for the first time since 2006, they're on exercise to test how the different elements work together. Contributing to Diligence as a forward repair ship are the ship's company, the RFA crew, the naval mechanics, the salvage team, who are MOD civilians, and the Royal Navy personnel.
We're here exercising all together because we very, very rarely operate together. We all have our own day jobs, so to speak, and this is something which is over and above that. So once in a while it's very important to get us all together and prove that we can operate together and achieve the aim, which is to keep the ships at sea.
At 112 metres long, Diligence is big, and she can store a lot of cargo and kit. Most of it here belongs to the salvage team. They can dive underneath ships and carry out repairs while still in the middle of the ocean.
The salvage team comprises of lots and lots of different multi-skilled personnel. Every single one of them comes in with a speciality, and then every single one of them is trained to dive and do a multitude of other tasks, including electrical work, mechanical work, fabrication, and also driving boats as well.
Underneath deck is a large workshop. This is where the Naval Party 1600 are based. They'll either go onto the damaged vessel to carry out tasks or use the workshop here to manufacture parts needed.
We're at 5 days' notice to fly anywhere in the world to assist in the ship or submarine. So with what they carry on board and their specialisation of the personnel, they can normally help themselves. But obviously if something hits like the situation today with Montrose, they need assistance, so we can then come out and help them out.
Not only will Diligence keep other ships operational, she can ease the burden from damaged vessels because of the facilities she has on board. This includes a small hospital and dentist, and she also has these hotel services. So if there is an emergency, she can house around 100 sailors in accommodation just like this. Although Diligence is a repair ship, not a fighting warship, she still needs to be able to defend herself if needs be. That's why a Royal Navy Force Protection team is also on board.
A ship is rather like a small floating town. Everybody has a job to do, and if any of those jobs don't get done, the whole unit doesn't work.
Exercise Omar, which stands for Operational Maintenance and Repair, has been the perfect opportunity not only to test the capabilities of Diligence, but to allow the Royal Navy, the RFA and civilians to work together as one team.
We don't often get the chance to work with the RFA up close and personal, and it's been absolutely superb. Couldn't say enough about Diligence. We have managed to integrate and slot straight into them as if it's something we'd always been doing and not something we've done for the first time in years. The two skills complement each other perfectly.
We've come out to the Gulf, we've embarked with a naval party on the Diligence, and for the first time ever we're integrated as one team aboard the ship, and it's actually going really, really well at the moment.
For nearly 30 years, Diligence has been a floating insurance policy for Royal Navy vessels and submarines in trouble. Last year, she had a complete refit and upgrade, which means that she now has the tools to assist the new Astute-class submarine. True to her name, this RFA takes Diligence to a whole new level. Laura Hawkins, Forces News, off the coast of Bahrain.